Dr. Gregory Horton here, three-time Olympic medalist and world champion in track and field. Thank you all for coming over to this channel. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. If you think the content is worthy to be shared, please be generous and share. And also, if this is your first time coming over to this channel, please subscribe by clicking the notification bell and click all. I repeat, subscribe by clicking the notification bell and click all. Your support is extremely valuable to the growing of this channel. Today we're going to talk about Briana Williams and her new move to coach John Smith. And I don't think a lot of people understand the importance of this move and the impact that this move can have on her career. So last night I was thinking that I haven't done a video on Briana for a while, and I wanted to break down an article that was done by Leighton Levy with Sportsmax. The article has a whole lot of information, but after reading through the article, I realized that the information might not be correctly interpreted, and for that reason, I want to break down this article so everyone can understand it. But before I break down the article, I want to ask you a question. How do you feel about Briana Williams making the journey to be coached by John Smith? Please feel free to share your opinion in the comment section. Now, according to Mr. Levy, Williams went and she joined the California-based camp with John Smith in March because it said that she had a very uphill task for the past 2 years when she was in Jamaica. And it is said that moving from Miami to Jamaica would have been a good situation if she was able to make the best of it, but it would be a bad situation if she wasn't able to tap into her inner self, her true self, and get the most out of the situation. So when she was with Coach Gregory Little, you could see that the struggle that she was faced with was more a mental struggle. It appears to the people looking on that some things weren't right, whether it was in her camp or in her life, and as a result it seemed to have manifested in her performance on the track. She was not running bad because she did 11:02 at the national championship, and as a result of that she felt that wasn't good enough, so she made a transition and she went to Coach Michael Frater, and as a result of that she ended up in California with Coach John Smith. So I just wanted to give you a background so you have a clear picture as to the 2-year journey that Leighton Levy is talking about in terms of a rough 2-year patch. And the 2-year patch that was rough was from 2023 to 2024. Now, Coach John Smith is one of the biggest names in track and field. You know, he coached Otto, he coached Maurice Green, he coached Quincy Watts, he coached you name it. He has coached some of the biggest and best athletes to win world championship and Olympic medals. So he is indeed one of the best when it comes to getting athletes to perform at their best. But he said something in the article. He says that he is not a magician and it takes time, and if he has the time, then he would do great things with Briana Williams. But in the article, he made it absolutely clear that this partnership requires a long-term commitment. And I tell you why I think he said that, because when he looked at Briana Williams' situation, he realized that she wanted the results overnight. She wanted it right away with Gregory Little, and she wanted it right away with Coach Michael Frater. And as a result of that, he felt that in order for her to achieve the level of success that she desires, that she must exercise patience. He said this: in order to unlock Williams' full potential, it takes patience and perseverance. And I think the reason why he said that, because he knows that when you have an athlete who wants to be great, that sometimes they want to rush the process, and greatness should never be rushed. But here is the situation with Briana as well. that when Briana was a junior, she was great. She competed well against the seniors because she had the motivation to want to be the best. But now she is a senior, and you have a lot of juniors who are motivated to be the best. And as a result of that, she now finds herself in a situation where, because she had all that level of success as a junior, she thought it would automatically translate into success as a senior. But what Coach John Smith is saying is that you must trust the process. You must trust the coach. You must be patient in order to achieve your full potential. Now, the good thing about it, that when you listen to what Coach John Smith is saying, he believes that with time, if they are able to achieve that great collaboration, that it can be transformative. But he's also saying that he loved the fact that she has natural speed and she has natural work ethics and that she's open to new techniques. But he's also saying, which is a very key point that I think a lot of people may miss, he talks about the holistic approach to her development. Now, I remember last year and the year before that, I made some videos and I was looking at the situation that she found herself in, and I realized that her issue was not only a physical issue, that you could tell that whatever was going on in her life at the moment, she was not fully focused. She was not fully aware of how her actions would negatively impact her performances for that season. And you could see that at the latter part of the career, especially with Coach Michael Frater, that you could see that she was losing the motivation and things were slipping out of her control. And I think Coach John Smith is a brilliant man. And when he sees that, he's saying right now that in order for her to get back to where she wants to be, that it is going to take a holistic approach in terms of her development, her personal development, her mind and her body. He can get the body right, but in terms of the mind, that is something outside of him. Now, I know that as a coach, he understands psychology at the highest level, and he will try to inspire and motivate her to be at her best every single day. Well, she would have to do some of the things on her own in order to get to the point where she is fully confident and fully ready. And that is going to take a balanced approach in terms of how she lived her life. Now, he says that the physical part is great. She has the talent, she has the skill. He can help to sharpen that. But she has to invest in the psychologist, the psychiatrist, the mentor, and people who can help her to be fully aware of what she's encountering and how to respond to the situation that she is now in. Now, I can tell you that most successful athletes out there, they deny themselves of some of the fun and some of the partying and some of the drinking and some of the smoking, because they know that in order for them to be the best version of themselves, they must give up something in order to get what they desire the most, and that is success. And this is what John Smith is saying. He's saying that if Briana is going to excel at the highest level, she has to be fully committed to the process. She has to understand what it will take, because even though he's not a magician, he needs time and he will do his very best. But at the end of the day, it's not solely up to him. She has a part to play in her level to achieve greatness as well. And the reason why I emphasize so much on this, because in the article, he said it. He said that one of the key areas that he wants to address with Briana Williams is her mindset, especially in terms of the latter stages of the race. And the reason why he's pointing that out, because he is aware that if you're not fully committed, these things will catch up with you, and they usually catch up with you at the latter stages of the race. And that is why he's saying that whatever he's doing, especially right now, it is about helping her to understand the process, helping her to stay focused, helping her to stay patient, doing some of the physical things that will help to build her confidence and to help her to be fully aware of what is going on. Because he said that in order to manifest a perfect finish, that there are some things that she must know, and there are some things that she must do, and there are some things that she must have. And he's making that absolutely clear, because he's saying if she don't get to where she wants to be, if she's not successful on the journey, it is not going to be his fault. It is going to be the things that she ought to do that she is not currently doing. And here is why I say all of that. In the article, he says, and I quote you now, that I remain focused on the process rather than setting specific time goals. Because he's aware that a lot of athletes set time as a major part of the goal, and they don't focus on the process, which should be the main part of the goal. He says he's emphasizing that success will come as she continues to refine her techniques and build confidence. And he's saying that he envisioned her to be a dominant force on the global stage, but she must stay committed to the journey. You see, he is looking at what happened with Gregory Little and Coach Michael Frater, and even with Coach Otto. And he realized that she was not committed to the journey. She was more focused on time as a result and not on the journey. And I am sure that all these other coaches, whether it is Coach Gregory Little, Michael Frater, or Otto, they wanted her to believe in them and believe in the process. And by believing in the process, the result would come with time. But she lacked the patience at the time and did not allow the process to take its own form. Now, at the end of the article, he says that time will come, but she will need to learn some of the basic things that at this stage in her career, she really don't know fully. She don't understand. And he says that she has to learn to switch gears and feel her race. Now, this is something that you should have known from beginning. These are basic fundamental things that when you understand the process, you will accept these things and you will work on these things in practice. But when you focus solely on time, you're going to miss what he's saying here, because you're not giving yourself the chance to feel the race. He said, if we can piece everything together, she, which is Briana Williams, will be one of Jamaica's best. Now, I can tell you that I too believe that she can be one of Jamaica's best, because I tried to recruit her as a junior because I saw her determination. I saw how committed she was to the process at the time as a junior. But as she got older, other things can be a distraction to her that may cause her to focus more on time and not on the process. Now, at the end of the article, Coach Smith says that the guidance that she is getting will be the cornerstone of her success. And what he means is that I can give you the guidance, but you can choose not to accept it. And if you choose not to accept the guidance in its entirety, you cannot blame me. You have to blame yourself. So I'm doing this video again because I want those athletes out there to understand that you can have the best coach in the world and he can weave his magic. But at the end of the day, you too must understand the process. You must understand patience. You must understand the journey. You must also be committed to the process. In fact, you must be even more committed to the process than the coach himself. because the coach here is to give you guidance, and it's up to you now to take the guidance and become that magician. No, I thank you all for bearing with me so long. If you like the content, please give me a thumbs up. If you think the content is worthy to be shared, please be generous and share. And also, please feel free to leave your opinion on this video in the comment section. I thank you all for listening. I am Dr. Gregory Horton. Have a blessed day.